sneak peek and a war factory all in the same day. So many good things. It's like Christmas in August. The Crab Shadow has appeared 1 day, 12 hours. That means it's going to arrive at 11 p.m. my time, Pacific Daylight. I think we're in daylight time still. But first, let's get into War Factory. Let's have a look, see what it looks like. It is one of those fairly standard solos with the right-hand side rocket and some shock launchers. Usually there's machine guns right here, so this is going to be a bit tricky. But other than that, it looks fairly straightforward. We can do one shock to get the shock launcher, the flamethrower, the doom cannon, and the machine gun. So that will be good there. We're going to clear this whole right side. I think there's usually a laser at shore somewhere, so maybe this is a bit easier. We're going to push to the right. I think there's not usually machine guns on the right, so we're going to do some stuff. First of all, universal remote. There's not really a point to universal remote these shock launchers because we're going to need to shock them with the lasers, but I will... you know what? Do we have enough GBE? I might use some GBE to BART these out just because lasers are just not fun to deal with. We will figure that out. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to load the Grenadiers because I think there's some room on the right hand side. Let's check out the reward. I never look at the rewards. Let's just have a look. So if you get 65 gears, you get all of the good stuff. For those higher level players, you could probably just farm this whole right side. So we're not going to do that though. We're going to try and take out the core. These grapplers will remove any ability to get these sort of factory supplies. Unboosted HQ18. Let's go get it. We're going to do a marking of these. If you don't know what marking is, please ask in the comments. But I think everyone should know that generally by now. Walking in, and then we're going to flare the... what is that thing called? Rocket launcher. Always make sure you push the button before you flare, otherwise it's going to be a waste of your time. So I think we're out of range of those lasers right now, which should be good for Everspark. We are going to double hack the shock launchers afterwards. Okay, so rocket launcher's down. Again, push the button. Flare the far shock launcher. Definitely want to flare the far one, so that the closer one, which is damaged, is next to be targeted. Here goes nothing. Lasers are probably going to hit Everspark, but hopefully she has enough health to last through it. Yes, she did. Those lasers seem pretty wimpy, to be honest. So down go the shock launchers. Down go the rocket launcher. Going to use the rest of our GBE on these lasers. Definitely will not be able to remove them with the baby GBE that we have, but at least we're started. That's all I'm after here. And then next up, we're going to drop all of our Grenadiers into here. And I think we should be able to remove all sorts of stuff with our Grenadiers. That's why we've got Grenadiers. I don't want to have to deal with shocking machine guns, so by dropping them back here, we should be pretty good as far as range. This will take a bit of time. So Gunboat Mega Crab. I know that I just released the sneak peek on it. A bunch of people are still asking for hacked versions of Boom Beach, which just blows my mind completely. It's the dev build. That is dev as in DEV, as in developer. So you can't get on it. It's unless you talk to Drew. Ask Drew. If you want access to the dev build, ask Drew. There's no download. It's just Drew gives you the thumbs up and everything. Man, my computer is not doing well today. I don't know what's going on. My recordings the last couple days have been just unhappy. So I tried to do a new fancy War Factory. I'm going to close everything on my computer here because it's saying that my computer is overloaded, which is mind-blowing. So if there was a bit of chunkiness to the video just now, my apologies. I think it should be better as of right about now. I think I had too many tabs open in Chrome. I am very, very bad at having many tabs open. I have Discord open, I have Telegram open, I have the forums open, I have Reddit open, I have my YouTube comments open, then I have Gmail and a bunch of work-related stuff. So Let me know what browser you use I'm going to put a poll up. Let me know what browser you use. I'm curious if people are using Chrome or Safari or Internet Explorer or Edge or Firefox or Opera. Is Opera still around? Anyways, or something else. Let me know what browser you're using. I'm just going to, let's get a bit of a smoke show out front because I'm losing grenadiers to machine guns. Never a good sign. I was going to retreat, but at this point we might as well just let them finish up throwing grenades at that cannon. And why I'm doing this, I'll come back with Rifle Zooka next time, but I just did not want to have to spend GBE shocking those machine guns. So if you've just got Rifle Zooka loaded, by all means, work to the right, basically clearing a path and saving yourself some smoke for future attacks. I am just trying to get as much GBE as I can to throw at those lasers, and we're clearing the right-hand side to save GBE for our walk towards the core. What else? Oh yeah, Gunboat Mega Crab. There is a ranking on the new forum where people are posting to say what their favorite gunboat abilities are. I personally like the Tiny Shock the best. It's 30 seconds long, so the remote hack is a close second, but you can usually get in the range of a defense within 30 seconds, and the remote hack tends to cost a bit more from what I can remember. So that is my reasoning for that. Jump in the forum. Let me know what your favorites are, what you like to use, what you don't like to use, and yeah, I'm my first foray into the new forums, trying to stay current and support people who are doing good things for Boom Beach. Let's drop an artillery there just in case. Could you triple hack back here? Probably. Am I going to do it? No, I'm far too chicken for that. No pun intended. Is it considered a pun when we're just talking about the chicken from Boom Beach? One of those things where there's a couple of things in Boom Beach, like anytime I say the word, like they're talking about how Boom Beach has made you angry, and then I'm like, no, well, not Angry Task Force, and then I say, well, don't be a chicken, and then I'm like, no, not the chicken. Oh, I was trying to Houdini hack, but she did not walk out of the smoke. You don't know what a Houdini hack is? It's where you hack, like where she walks out of smoke, and then you throw the smoke on top of her. It is, I think, the best type of hacking to be done. Oh no, oh no, oh no, the worst kind of hacking. So, should have just double hacked there or even triple hacked. Not a good spot. Probably want to come back into this corner to get away from many, many machine guns. Gross, that was not ideal. But hopefully we can get rid of these lasers. And why I'm getting rid of these lasers, you're asking, is because I just want to free up access to clear over here. That's my reasoning. You don't really need to remove... Oh no, look at that. We're going to get absolutely destroyed. Let's drop a Zooka down here. I need to get 4 more GBE. Otherwise that laser is going to fry my face off. Uh-oh, grappler. Grappler. Come on, get me a crate, pretty please. And then I should be able to get rid of the laser and move over. GBE gain is going to be pretty awesome. Hopefully I explained that well enough in my video. I think it makes sense. And we've had it as a tribe at this point, so it's not going to be like Life Leech where no one had a clue what the heck was going on, or a lot of people didn't have a clue. I honestly had a DM typed up to Drew to say like, hey, the crab is broken. I thought we were getting like GBE addition to our gunboat, so that was a bit embarrassing. Rifle Zooka just getting shot in the face as much as possible, and all I'm doing at this point is watching this laser. If this laser turns, I need to throw a shock ASAP. Otherwise, I don't even need to watch my troops. I'm just going to walk over to the core, I think. Get moving. As soon as this laser turns, if this laser turns, we're going to shock. Come on. Where are they? Oh, they're not even close yet, so that's good. Maybe I need to... It's going to turn any minute here. Any minute. Maybe, just maybe. Man, we're getting far. Boom cannon turn. Oh, laser turn, shock. Let's move back into here to get far, far, far from that laser. And then we're going to have a new problem, which is going to be the shock launcher will be a problem, I believe. And maybe the doom cannon. Yep, there we go. So now just trying to clear as many of these flamethrowers as possible. Need a new shock right there. New shock. Barely got it. I think the laser is going to melt our faces any second. So as soon as that flamethrower goes down, let's run away as fast as we possibly can. Oh, shock launcher got a couple. So that's a very, very good clear. I really, really am happy with that. We've got this entire right side where we can walk up to the core without having to worry about much or having to smoke, which is always a benefit. I know a lot of people really struggle with smoking, so if we can take smoking out of the equation, it really, really helps. This laser, really, we can get all the way to core now. I think it might actually be easier to walk Everspark along the right-hand side to get to these. So we're going to do that. A little bit different hacking than I normally do. Going to send Everspark out wide here. I think this is our third attack. So we've got at least... Uh-oh. The problem with this is her critters are going to activate this laser, which is going to be an issue at some point. I don't know which point, but it will be interesting to see where this laser goes and if it ruins our attack or not. So I'm going to throw a smoke up into here. Going to push the button and flare the shock launcher. Now you don't need to get rid of this shock launcher. I'm just thinking it's going to make things a little bit easier to walk to that back corner. I might not even be able to get there without smoke. So that's my reasoning for using Everspark on this as a siren goes by in the far distance. And now I'm going to flare this rocket launcher back here and walk all the way back on a nice little peaceful Everspark stroll. Man, that's really loud. Hopefully you can't hear that. So I think we're good. Let's throw one more artillery on this close rocket just to make sure that when we double tap it gets the right building. Boom, boom. Down goes the rocket launchers. Now our core hit should be very, very, very simple. Let's get rid of these mines. Highly doubt those are going to be an issue. Let's get some GBE on this flamethrower. Also not going to be an issue, but there's nothing else to use GBE on. And let's retreat. War Factory going down very, very easily. I have War Factory for the first time on my HQ18 account. I tried to record an Everspark thing yesterday. Hopefully I can get it cleaned up. I'm going to try to do it on my XP34 account. We'll see how it goes. Do not have the universal remote yet. And just have Everspark with the bomb, I think it is, maybe. Anyway, oh, Critter Swarm. That's all we've got. I'll try and get that up later. 3 videos in one day would be a bit insane, but I recorded the other one yesterday. Oh, I meant to... Oh, I scouted yet. Okay, so we've got lots of room to walk along that wall. And then our first defense we're going to have to worry about is that boom cannon. So I'm going to go right to the... I'll show you where I'm going to go. Here we go. Let's get rocking and rolling. We're going to drop all of our troops into here. Going to use lots and lots of flares. Just want to make sure they get as wide as humanly possible. And then that will allow us to walk all the way up this side. I'm going to flare right here on the outside of that far outside broken box. I think that should set us up pretty nicely. Going to use an extra flare here so we don't lose Brick. Don't die, Brick. Oh, Brick is dead. Shucks. That might be an idea to drop Brick a bit later just because she walks so fast, and that was not ideal. I have no idea how much health is on the core. I guess I can go back and check that later and do some mathings, but really all we need to shock is here and here, I think. 2 shocks, down goes the core. I'm going to try to smoke my troops last second to save myself from having to do any sort of calculations. Let's throw the rest of our GBE on there, and then we'll run back into here. I know I could very much just math this out, but let's just retreat. I'm going to use... I just want to see how much health this has without having to do math. That's my reasoning for this. Apologies if you think that's completely ridiculous and dumb, but I meant to show the health in the headquarters and I forgot. So we're going to retreat instead. And hopefully I can just BART it down. It would be really embarrassing if I had to walk troops up there and if I failed or something like that. So how much health did this thing have? It had about 520, 620,000 health, something in that neighborhood. So now we can just BART it down, and it should be an easy solo for many, many of you out there in the Boom Beach world. Go away! Man, my baby GBE is so wimpy. I can do about 50,000 health, so I'm glad I got down to 30, because otherwise it would have been very, very bad. Let's drop all of our troops. Very, very, very easy, very attainable war factory. Hopefully you take it down. I will try to do it later on my main single sniper account. Let's switch it up. I'm gonna try. Try and do a solo here, just to show you that it can or can't be done. We will do a no scout unboosted solo attempt. We've got grenadiers loaded. Definitely don't need grenadiers. I don't even have a Zooka loaded on here because this is my crab account. Let's get some Zookas loaded. Zookas. I'm probably going to fail this. I'm going to say this right now, because it's at least, let me think, at least 3 shocks with a hot landing, I think. Let's get brick loaded. Let's look at War Factory. Oh, I was going to say no scout, but I just ruined that. So, maybe we could use, no, and I'm not going to use bullet's going to get pulled by grapplers if we use bullet. So we're going to have to do 1 shock, 2 shocks, 3 shocks, 4 shocks, probably 5 shocks. Yuck. I'm not going to shock this back rocket launcher. I don't have enough, guaranteed do not have enough GBE for 5 shocks. This will be probably a failure. Just a heads up. Probably an unboosted failure. Only have 5 GBE. 6 GBE would be far, far better for this, but nonetheless, let's just drop all of our troops and see what happens. Gonna use 1 smoke landing. 1 smoke landing. Walking right up to there. Uh-oh, need a smoke. Need another smoke. Okay, so far we're doing pretty good. Not too shabby. I think they're going to walk between the stuff. Uh-oh. Lost the delay. Not a good sign. Never a good sign. We have most of our... Yeah, we've got most of our troops, though. So that's a good start. We only have 4 shocks. Only have 3 shocks, really. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, we're wrecked. Just rip. It's game over. So game over. Did not even have 3 shocks. So... way too many things. Did not plan that well at all, but got most of the headquarters down. I gotta say, that's kind of strange. So yeah, too many shocks for me, too little planning, but almost a solo. And at this point, we can just BART the core. And by the way, on most of these, if you have GBE boosted, you can just BART the core. Anything that does not have a shield. So that is how I am going to solo in Bunny Ears. Maybe I should have just done 4 GBE attacks first and then brought troops in. I mean, just like straight up barraging the core. With a main max level account, you can just do this most of the time. And down goes War Factory. Solo. Hands in the air. Oh my gosh, that was so good. Yeah, it's a failure. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. But nonetheless, that's it. That's all. War Factory, Crab Shadow. Excitement, hype. I shall talk to you guys soon. Thanks for coming in. I'm zmoT. Peace.